Hi guys, Tracy here from Uniquely Creative. I am going to show you today how I made my Rainbow Pearl layout for the April Creative Kit Club. I forgot to press record, so I had already started cutting some strips from the papers. I've got a wider one and then two smaller ones, and at this stage I am just laying them out on the paper and I haven't actually glued anything down. So I'm just going to choose my photo, which is slightly smaller than 6x4. I've printed it on my Canon selfie printer and it printed at a weird size, so I printed it with a white border. I'm just taking some of that beautiful pattern paper from the kit and I am just kind of layering it up. So when I scrapbook, I kind of deliberately scrapbook. If I put one piece of the like stripy peachy coloured one at the top, I'll put another piece down the bottom, and I had a blue piece at the top, a blue piece down the bottom. I kind of like to balance my scrapbooking. It's just something I do. So again, none of this is adhered yet. I'm just kind of laying it out to see what I'm going to do, just on the go. And I'm just now fussy cutting a whole bunch of the flowers out of that beautiful pattern paper with the black background. All the instructions are in the kit, in the box, and I list all the papers in there. So what I'm doing is I'm fussy cutting with a tiny little black edge. So you can see how there's a little black edge on there. That's kind of cheats fussy cutting because it allows you to get around all the teeny tiny bits without having to worry about them falling off. It's just a really good way to fussy cut if you don't love fussy cutting, or if you're not that great at it. Just leave a little edge all the way around. Yet it be a white edge. In this case it's a black edge, so it just kind of makes it pop. Okay, so I then took my white cardstock and I took it outside and I put some splatters on there from the spray that's in the kit. It's the rose gold spray. Now I didn't actually spray it with the nozzle. I actually unscrewed the top and I just flicked those little drips off the end of the bit that sticks down into the pot. Okay, so I've just flicked all them over the background, let it dry. Now I'm starting to adhere down all of those strips that I did that I'm putting on the right hand side. Now I'm using a 450 glue, which is a really strong glue, but it gives a little bit of leeway. I've been using this for years, like easy 15 years now, and I've never had a problem with any of my layouts. I know some people don't like to use those sort of adhesives, so just use what you want to use, but that is the one I use. Now all of those little pieces that I cut out before, I'm just gluing them down now, and as I said, it's with the 450 glue. I am literally just gluing them and sticking them as I go and working about where I want to place them. I've decided I want to mount this up. Now I do just use cardboard to mount up, and this is just a piece of cardboard that I had at home, and I am just using that to mount the paper up, because I'm going to put this down on top of the other paper just to create some height. It's just easier than using little foam mounts because it doesn't sink in the middle, so it just gives it a great little pop. And now I am sticking some little yellow bits in. Again, I said I'm very deliberate, so some yellow on the right and I will put some yellow on the left. It's just how I do it. Doesn't mean it's the right way, it's just how Tracy does it. So again, just gluing this down, and I'm going to stick it on the third line. So it's not quite in the middle of the page, it's slightly towards the bottom, so it's on the bottom third line. Now I am just taking all of these beautiful flower clusters that I fussy cutted out, and I am just going to stick them down. Me taking photos, if you see that, it's just for the magazine, because obviously we have to do step by step along the way, so I have to stop and take photos. So I am going, putting all of these on that bottom third line, and I'm kind of working my way across from the bottom left to the right, and now I'm putting it on the top third line, and I'm going just to trim that up so it can fit in there very nicely. So I'm just gluing these down again with the 450. 450 doesn't dry quickly, so if I want to change my mind and move something, I can, and you'll see I probably do change my mind on where things go a couple of times when I'm doing this layout. So I'm just getting some of the smaller little flowers and maybe some of the collectibles too. I used a mixture of some of the smaller flowers from the little collectibles bag because it's gorgeous, and I'm just starting to layer them all up. This is the fun bit. The fussy cutting is kind of like doing the housework, and this is kind of like the decorating part. So just layering those flowers, and I do put some on little pieces of foam mount or the cardboard, whatever I have lying around, so that it is raised, because remember that photo is raised up now, and I'm slipping some underneath, some over top, so I'm creating lots of texture in my layers by mounting some and not mounting some. So just sticking the final one of those little guys down. Next, I am just going to take some of the little wooden flowers that are included in the kit. These are gorgeous. I love these little wooden elements for scrapbooking. It just creates more texture and more colours because it's all very flat paper, and this wood just brings some warmth into it. So just a few of them, little ones just scattered throughout. Again, I'm working from top right down to bottom left, and I'm putting most of the embellishments on the third lines. So now I'm going to create my title. I've just got our new tool uppercase alphabet, and these letters are individually stuck on there. So I'm actually just leaving them on the backing card, putting some baking paper in there, and then the black card on top of that, and I'm just rolling it through my die cutting machine. I use the Big Shot. Now I'm just peeling them off. You can individually take the letters off. I've just left them stuck on the backing card at this stage to get them all to cut, because it was just easy to cut the whole alphabet because I'm lazy, and that's just how I do it. Anything to make it quicker. Okay, so I'm now going to use the alphabet that's on the sticker sheet included in the kit, and I'm going to mix the two fonts up. So I've got rainbow cut out of our die, and now I'm going to peel off the sticker sheet the word Pearl, and I've just got like a little pick tool here. So if you stick the letters on the end of your pick tool and then just put them down, it just allows you, especially these, they are so tiny little sticky letters, to get them down flat. So I'm just sticking them down all individually, nice and straight, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to glue my rainbow down. Now ideally I should have started from the W, and I haven't. I've started from the R. If you start from the W or the last letter of your word and work back, you can get your spacing all perfect, and it doesn't matter where it fits. But I'm just using one of the Zig felt tip pen glues to stick these down. Any of those little glues that you can stick down are perfect. So I am just sticking all of my words down, my letters down. See, I have to lean in front of the camera to get them down, so I have got it straight. A tip though, if you're not filming and don't have a camera over top of your head, is stand up. If you stand up and look directly down over it, you'll have a better bird's eye view and you'll get your letters straight. As I said before, the 450, I'll probably move something. I've decided the flowers that were there were obstructing my word, so I've just taken them out, and because I used the 450, it hasn't dried yet properly, so I could just easily slip them out and trim them up to put them back in. I just finished off with a little curios, so that is my layout though, and it just ended abruptly there. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.